With this tutorial, you'll find out how to trim a video using Video Editor. Maybe you've got a video clip of a lecture you did that you wanted to cut the beginning off of because it's something you covered in a previous class, or the end off of because you want to cover it in more depth later. Maybe you want to cut out the part in the middle of a lecture because you've decided you'd like to cover it in a different class. You can do this with the Trim and Split tools in Video Editor. You start by going to the Projects Library section of the Video Editor, choose Add, and select the video that you want to edit. Next, drag it into the storyboard. To use the Trim function, select the box in the top corner of your video, and then choose the option Trim at the top of the storyboard. It will open a new window where you can view your video and use tools to trim it. The magnifying glass looking icon attached to the timeline of your video lets you move forward and backwards in the video to let you see where certain sections are. The little brackets below the timeline control where the video is trimmed. If you want to cut something from the beginning of the video, you move the magnifying glass until you get to what you want to be the new beginning of the video. And then move the little bracket on the left over to match it. The timeline of the video now has a gray portion and a blue portion. The gray portion is what is being cut, and the blue portion is what the new video is. Select Done, and now the video begins with whatever you have changed the starting segment to be. It's important to note that this does not change your original file. You'll be exporting this new selection when you finish editing if that's the one that you want to send to students. If you want to cut a segment at the end of the video, you would follow the same procedure. First, using the magnifying glass to see where you want the video to end, and then move the bracket at the end of the video to that point so that the last image on the screen is the last bit that you want to show in your video. When you select Done and then preview it, the video will stop at the point that you have made its new endpoint. Again, this does not alter your original video. You will still have to export this new version. Starting back over with the full video, here's what you do if you want to cut something out of the middle of your video, but leave the rest intact. Make sure the checkbox at the top corner of your video is selected and choose Split. A new window opens where you can drag the eyeglass icon over to choose where in the video to split it into two segments. The legend at the side will tell you the length of each of these two new clips if that's a concern for you. Move the eyeglass icon over so that the last image in the preview window is the last image you want in the first section of the video and choose Done. It will take you back to the video editor and you'll see that there are now two video clips in your storyboard instead of just one. One that begins at the original beginning of your video, and one that begins right after the endpoint you selected for that first video. The middle section of your original video that you wanted to cut out is now at the beginning of that second video. To finish cutting out that section, click on your second video and choose Trim. Move the eyeglass icon around until you get to the point where you want to pick back up in the original video. Move the bracket over to match where your eyeglass is, and then choose Done. There will still be two videos on your timeline, but the segment in the middle that you wanted removed is gone. For how to get this video out as something you can send to students, watch our tutorial, How to Export a Video.